Not being direct and respectful of your own boundaries is like setting a bear trap for you and everyone around you and then forgetting that it's there. It's a bomb waiting to be detonated, but something that is also completely unavoidable if you are proactive about it. So in this episode of Roxy Talks, we're discussing exactly how you can set and maintain your boundaries and those of others. Stay tuned. What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Thank you for joining me here for another episode of Roxy Talks, where we discuss confidence, mindset, manifestation, and more. I'm Roxy Lee. I'm a mindset coach, and I'm here to help you banish your negative thinking and limiting beliefs so you can bring love, clarity, and joy into your life. If you would like to manifest the confidence that it takes to set and enforce your own boundaries, check out my brand new Manifesting Confidence course that just launched this week. It is a 6-lesson course designed to help you rewrite your own story, redefine yourself, and step into the you that you have always wanted to become. You can get started on that course right away at my website, roxytalks.com. Of course, that link is in the description below. I've also got other courses, workshops, and coaching at my website, roxytalks.com, as well as exclusive merch and podcasts. I've also just launched my brand new style channel where I go behind the scenes of every iconic Roxy Talks look, including this week's. I don't know, it's almost kind of like a Harlequin clown. It's on this week's style channel video, Roxy Talks Style. The link, of course, is in the description below. You can also join me on social media. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Now, before we get into this video, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. So setting boundaries is so important because it really helps us build our own self-respect. It helps us dictate the parameters in which we choose to live. It helps us define how we allow others to treat us. That's very important. If we do not allow our own boundaries to be spoken or heard or enforced, then we end up victimizing ourselves, honestly, because deep down, we know if a boundary has been crossed, right? We know what it feels like. So once we know that we have these sort of things that we don't like or don't want to accept or don't want to experience again, it is our duty to communicate that and to be very upfront with the fact that this is a no-go for us, this is a deal breaker, and we're not going to stand for this anymore. Now, whether that is something as simple as not letting your neighbor borrow your bike pump anymore, or not letting a cheater walk all over you and cheat on you anymore. And anything in between. Doesn't have to be any of those things, it could be anything. It could be as simple as me. I now have an alarm for Mindset Monday because I used to do 3 hours and it would just be a lot of, frankly, it was draining. It's a lot of work to kind of be on for so long and to kind of just be giving and answering questions about other people and stuff. So I had to start setting a timer because it was just taking a lot out of me. And the people on my team are invested in me taking care of myself, which is something I'm not the best at doing because I work I'll just work all day, every day. So the idea of implementing a timer for Mindset Monday was their idea, and I appreciate it, and we're sticking to it. My boundary is that if I'm going to do that open call Q&A every week, then I'm only going to do an hour. And that's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's a great hour. We have a good time. I'll see you next week on Mindset Monday. But my point is that I had to set that boundary and enforce it because I couldn't blame other people for making me feel drained if I was staying on for way longer than I should have. That's not the audience's fault that I don't know when to turn it off and say no more questions. That's on me. I have to enforce it because it's my boundary. It is my physical limit of exhaustion, or when my cup is empty and I have nothing to continue pouring. I need to know these things about myself in order to keep myself away from dangerously low levels of energy, things that drain me too far beyond where I'm comfortable going. I need to know those things, and then I need to be the person that says, okay, no more, because no one else can do that for me. No one else knows when I've reached my limit for whatever it is that we're talking about. Only you know that, and therefore only you can communicate it. So how are we enforcing our own boundaries? We're going to call it the BCA. We're going to be clear, we're going to communicate, and we're going to adhere. What does that mean? First things first, be clear. Well, you need to know what your boundaries are. You need to look at what it is that's bothering you, what it is that makes you feel drained, what it is that makes you feel walked all over, what it is that makes you feel disrespected, or whatever. You need to look at what is happening in those moments, how they are playing out in your world, and why you are allowing them to continue. Where in your story are you calling these things to yourself? Why are you manifesting this type of behavior from people? What are you doing with your language and behavior that is calling it towards you? You want to do these self-diagnostics so that you can find out what really is at hand and what's going on so that you know exactly how to target it. So figure out what your boundaries are. Do you need to set schedules? Do you need to set timers? Do you need to set time limits? Do you need to set allowances for yourself to have some time off? Do we need more structure, less structure? Do we need to speak up more? Do we need to speak up less? Are there certain people that need to know things? Are there certain things that need to be spoken and said aloud? Then we need to figure out what these things are. We need to be honest with ourselves, and it's okay to have boundaries and to set them. Everybody does it, and if they don't, they need to. It's extremely healthy, and we should all be doing it. We should all be setting our own boundaries and respecting other people's. So you're going to get clear, figure out exactly what are your boundaries, and then communicate them, right? That's the second part. You need to be upfront about it. If a person does not realize that you have a boundary line and they are stepping dangerously close to it, it is not necessarily their fault if they cross it. Obviously, we know there are a lot of instances where some boundaries are obvious and unspoken and don't need to be voiced in order to be understood, but not all of them are like that. Maybe your friend doesn't realize that asking you for a ride every single day is crossing a boundary of yours. But if you just give in and you don't say anything and you just start building up a layer of resentment towards your friend, that's on you. It's not really their fault. They don't know that they're crossing a line and you are just letting it happen. So take ownership of what you're doing, but definitely speak up about it and let people know what they are so that when they cross them, nobody is surprised when you react or respond or let them know that, hey, we spoke about this. You don't get another chance to disrespect me, okay? Otherwise, we're going to have some consequences. And that brings us to our final part is adhere to them. You have to adhere to the boundaries, not necessarily other people. Of course, the goal is for other people to adhere to your boundaries and stick to them and respect them and understand them, but it's not on us to determine what they do. Yes, we can select versions of people who do respect our boundaries, and we are going to use our language and our affirmations to do so. But if we are confronted with a situation where our boundaries are not being respected, we have to enforce them. We have to say, nice try. I don't think so. Not this time, though. Remember, we talked about this. This isn't going to happen anymore. We have a new set of rules. We have a new fence around, and no one's getting out of it. No one's getting outside of it. No one's getting inside of it either. Boundaries are to be respected, of course, by the people around us, but most importantly by us. And of course, this goes without saying, but if we are working on making sure that other people are respecting our boundaries, then we need to make sure that we're respecting other people's as well. We need to understand that every single person on this planet is just a person on this planet. Every other single person has insecurities, worries, doubts, stresses, bills, families, physical bodies, maybe physical ailments, regrets, memories, trauma, pain, insecurities, doubts, all of it. Every single person. Me, the richest person on the planet, the nicest person you know, the most free person you know. Every single person is going through something that you don't understand. So being compassionate towards that and respecting the fact that not everything is always going to appear to be exactly the way you want it to at all times. So it's important that we have patience, understanding, and respect for other people. We respect their boundaries just as we intend that they respect ours. It's a two-way street. So let people be who they are, give them space, don't criticize, focus on yourself, and keep your mind directed at what you are doing with your thoughts instead of worrying about what other people are doing, stressing about them, worrying about them, giving them definitions that you don't want to actually experience in life because it's just kind of a waste of your creative powers. So I want you to comment down below. I feel safe and respected. I feel safe and respected, because this is a nice affirmation that will keep you in a reality where you're taken care of. The people around you understand you, they get you, they do adhere to your boundaries. You are okay and everything is working out for you, and we don't need to worry. Everything will work itself out. There's nothing to stress about. The people around you do get you, they do understand you, and they are working towards making it a harmonious experience for everybody involved. Now, if you want to work on manifesting more confidence in yourself and the boundaries that you're setting and being able to stand strong when you do have to put your foot down, check out my Manifesting Confidence workshop. It's brand new. We just launched it this week. 6 lessons that you can dive into right away to help you start rebuilding your idea and your sense of self and becoming exactly and whoever it is that you want to be in this life. The Manifesting Confidence workshop is available at my website, roxytalks.com. Of course, that link is in the description below. I've also got other courses, workshops, and coaching at roxytalks.com, as well as podcasts and exclusive merch. I've also just launched my brand new style channel where I take you behind the scenes of each and every iconic Roxy Talks look, including today's flight attendant Barbie type look that we got going on. I had a lot of fun with this one. You can check out all the behind the scenes footage for this look on Roxy Talks Style. Of course, that link is in the description below as well. You can also join me on social media. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And don't forget to join my Facebook group, Black Moon Society. It's a great community for like-minded people who are helping each other manifest. Here on the Roxy Talks channel, I go live every Monday at noon-ish PST for Q&A, and I've got brand new videos out 3 times a week, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so you never miss an update. And if you're feeling generous, please like and share. That helps us reach as many people as possible, and everyone deserves to know that they are in complete control of their reality. We're all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.